Hey guys, and welcome back to another one of my Unity tutorials. Today I'm going to be showing you how to add realistic fur to your characters for VRChat. If you haven't seen it, this is basically how it looks like. It gives you a rough image here on how this is by default, and then this is with the fur shader. I will leave a link in the description to the person's page for the Gumroad. For the standard version, it will be $10, and you can get the free version, which is just simplified light. No shadows, and it can still work if you just want to test it out and try it out. And you can kind of see that it definitely makes your character look way more realistic. And if I go here to the arms, you can see as well, and down to the legs. Now there's a ton of settings and tons of options, but today I'm going to be showing you how to roughly set it up so you can be ready to go. So once you have purchased the shader and once you imported it in your Unity project, you're gonna go ahead and find the material of your avatar. You can go find its body mesh, and it should be right here. Once you found the material that you're looking for, you want to go ahead and switch the shaders right here to the Warren's Fast Fur. Now once you switch the shaders to the material, your avatar is gonna look very weird. It's gonna be puffy, but we're going to fix that. So follow along my settings here and you should be ready to go. So we're gonna open main render settings. This is where your body textures should be and the emission map. Under that is fur shaping. Now here once you extend any of these, it's gonna say auto arrange or auto create. You're gonna go ahead and press that, and it is going to basically fix everything for you. If we extend the hairs as well, this is also, you're going to press that button that is gonna auto arrange everything for you. So here you can see my fur shaping and hairs. If you are looking for something what I have as you see on the screen, then you can definitely use these settings here. You can just copy paste them. But you can basically as well mess around with the scaling as well, so that you can, if it's less or more. Now you can go ahead and press the play button. This might sound funny, but before continuing, I just want to add a trypophobia warning, because personally I have trypophobia, and this kind of triggered something. So if you have trypophobia, I would I guess I warned you. So yeah, let's continue. So with the thickness here, you can make it either super thick, and the more you go, the more there is. And on the hair density, that's how many hairs you have. So the less you go, the less hairs you have, and the more up you go, the more hairs you have. Now I will have to say that I think this is a little bit your performance inducing. So like it's gonna maybe lag you a little bit, but it shouldn't be nothing too bad. So what you want to do is go ahead and find the fast fur shader into your assets. Then we're going to go ahead and drag this prefab here, and then drag it on your avatar, and then drag it on the body. So make sure that the body here is selected. Now when you press play, you should see a little menu that looks like something like this. Now we are basically ready to delete all the areas or mark all the areas where you don't want the fur to be. So let's say personal opinion is around the eyes or your fingers, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So by holding down the right mouse click, you can move around, and you use W, A, C, and D to move around. If your camera is moving too slow, then move the scroll wheel up, and that's gonna make it faster. And if you scroll it down, then it's gonna be super fast. Under here we have a bunch of options. So the size would be what's the size of the sphere that you see. The length is how much length of the hair you want there to be. So if you're removing areas, for example, if you want to go around the eye, make sure the size is a little bit smaller, and then the length is 0. And you can literally click and hold mouse 1 and go around your eyes, and you can basically just remove hairs like that. Make sure that you have a mirror option here, but I think it should be on automatically. And now with this brush here, you can basically just go around and delete areas where you don't want hair to be. So fall off is basically if you want to draw hairs around the area, it's gonna make them more droopy, to say it like that. So if we make the fall off a bit smaller, and if you middle click with your scroll wheel, basically you're gonna copy hairs. And now if you go around, you're gonna see that it's not gonna have as many sharps as it did before, but it basically kind of makes your whole it basically makes the hairs kind of fall off and makes them look much nicer. Combing is basically if you want to comb their hair. So if you want hair to go away from your eyes, you definitely need to make this size bigger, and it kind of follows your, as you can see here, it kind of follows your arrow. So if you point it up, then you're basically going to comb the hairs away from your face. This kind of takes a little bit to get used to, but you can pull it off, and when you do, it is definitely nice. Make sure that before every exiting, you click save here, just so that it saves your progress, and then unplay. Since this shader kind of puts hair in your mouth and you kind of don't want that, you want to go ahead and find the blend shapes of your avatar. So you would double click on your body until it's orange, then go blend shapes, and then just extend a blend shape. And now if you go here, you can basically see that now everything is fluffy. But if we go play, and we can basically kind of just remove that. So we're going to go ahead and zoom in into the mouth like that. And you want to make sure that the size is a bit smaller just so that it doesn't, destroy your, there we go. And now you can just draw across from your teeth and tongue. And this takes a little bit time. I'm not going to waste your time too much on it, but just know that you have to do that inside your mouth as well, and then your fingernails or your fingers, and beans as well, because just everything is furry. So that is basically all you need to know about this menu here. There's not that many stuff to mess around with, but definitely so basically size is the size of your sphere, length is how big your hair wanted to be. When it's on 0, then you're deleting hair, as you can see. If you're adding, if you want to undo something, you press undo here. If you want the hairs to be more kind of, so they have like a fall off effect, then you want to use the fall off, and the smaller fall off, the better. The bigger, then the lesser it's gonna be. As a little side tip, I will recommend you to remove the hairs from your inner ears because they just tend to be a little bit glitchy in the game. So just make sure that you remove the hairs from inside of your ears as well. That is pretty much it, all you need to know. I will again have a screenshot here on the screen if you want to if you'd like to copy my settings, and if you want to know, and if you just want to, pull off the same effect that I did. But you can definitely mess around with this, and you can either make it as realistic as possible, or just a little bit toony so that it looks a little bit more interesting. Also, special thanks to one of my friends for helping me with this. Without them, I wouldn't be able to pull this off. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope that this helped. Let me know in the comments if you're going to use this and if you find it interesting. And yeah, I shall see you in the next video. Bye.